DJ Bonics here at Jardín Premium Cannabis Dispensary in the podcast room. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Compton's own Wallie The Sensai.
Bonics, good looking, man. I appreciate y'all for having me.
Oh, man. I've checked a couple of interviews with you, and you just seem like a cool dude to be around, and you just seem like you got that good vibe. Some artists, I feel like I don't want to hang out with them, even though I love their music. I don't think I could hang out with them because I feel like it might ruin how I feel about them. But you, I was like, man, I can't wait to hang out with you, and here you are right here.
Man, I can understand that. No cap.
No, it's cool. Can you tell me what you got going on over there? You got you had to get it all lined up, man.
Yeah,
Can you explain each and the importance of each one of those tools that you have?
I had to get situated.
That's right.
This the brush for the beard, not for the head. This just for the beard. I've been working on growing this shit for 28 years, man, and it's finally coming in. Shout out to my beard.
You need like some Dr. Sebi or something, man. You know, maybe he got a pill for you to help grow that out. But
man, my bro Taj, he be trying to get, what's it called, a derma roller? Yeah, he told me to get a derma roller. So I've been on Google trying to figure out what the best option is. But so far, I'm just happy that it's growing in finally. When it get full, I'm going to come back. I'm going to have to pull back up on y'all, show y'all my beard full, and I'm bragging.
Early. I wasn't able to grow a beard till I was like 37. Well, actually, that's when I decided to grow a beard, and I was like, damn, I wish I would have grown a beard like my whole
it ain't
time.
Just me.
Nah.
Oh, for sure.
Nah, it's cool though.
Man, I was feeling bad.
Got the baby face, man. It's good. I appreciate that.
Keep the vape.
Yep. Tell me about the vape, man. What's the flavor?
This one right here, this Tropical Blast.
Okay.
But I like this one because it tell you the percentage. Like when you hit it tell you how much percentage left.
Of nicotine.
Of juice period, like
juice period.
Battery life.
All right.
And then you can recharge it. Then my phone.
The phone, man.
I got my bro Key Richards on the screen.
Hey.
You know that. Long live the GOAT. And the towel, man. This is for any situation that might occur. Drinking some shit.
Right.
Eating some shit. You might have to.
Does it have to be a certain size to see how you like cut it? Is it like
I usually keep one bigger than this.
Okay.
And just hang it from my pants, but I stole this from bro.
Let's go. That's a nice setup, man. You need the tools, man. You need the tools.
But yeah, man. And I got some new shit on the way. Me and my bro Jakai, we finna drop a video this week.
Nice.
It's called Mister. So stay tuned for that.
I'm excited for that. What's that look like, and what's the drop dates?
Summer vibes. It was a pool party that my bro threw, and we pulled up, and it was just a lit day. And I'm shooting something right now, actually today in Vegas with my boy T's Visuals. We shooting 1 in a million. But drop date for Mister, it'll be out by this Friday.
Oh shit.
Yeah, hell
we ready for new music, man. We appreciate that. So you just in Vegas the last couple days? I saw you hanging out with the homies. Tell us about Vegas. You've been to Vegas a lot. It's not your first time, I don't think.
Nah.
What's your routine in Vegas? You got spots, you got food. What do you do? What do you do out here, man?
So usually, this time I pulled up and I performed at the Hard Rock.
Shit.
And then the next morning I woke up, pulled up on OGZ. He had a set at Daylight Beach Club.
Right.
And that shit was lit. Was my first time ever going there, for real.
Shout out to OGZ, man. I like OGZ.
Shout out to my bro. He took me on my first tour.
Really?
Hell yeah, that shit was turned.
Was it all around the U.S. or what was it?
Yep, all around the U.S. We went from like Cali all the way to New York and back. Canada too. I couldn't go to Canada, but I did the rest.
You can't get into Canada?
Not yet. Man.
It's all good. So over the summer we went on tour with Too Short, and Too Short performed in Toronto with us, and he did like a speech every night at these shows, and he actually said, he's like, this is my first time in Toronto. Dude's like 57, and I guess he couldn't get in, but just to see him perform in Toronto, and Too Short's amazing, dude.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That was like the first artist that I reached out to.
Shit.
Other than Greedo when I started doing music. But yeah, Canada, I don't want to have to wait till I'm 57. Please accept the Sensei.
You got to call Drake, man. You got to call Drake. Drake will get you in.
Somebody else told me that too. Canada, man, they ain't fucking with me because I got a fucking felony.
It's all good, though.
Yeah.
You good now, though?
Yeah, we doing something.
Let's talk about Compton real quick, because, growing up on the East Coast, I'm from Philly originally. When we hear Compton, the only thing we knew was like Dre Day and fucking John Singleton films and shit.
Yeah.
What's Compton like today, man? And you know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's evolving. It's changing. Like,
is it gentrifying and shit like that? Like they got Starbucks.
I feel like they trying to, but that shit's still shit. We still keeping it street. Like, it ain't changing as far as that. It's you know what I'm saying, it's getting better, but
right.
I feel like it's because the kids just growing up different now.
Like, is that a place to visit though? Like, if you're from out of town, you grew up listening to hip hop, you're like, I want to go check out Compton. Is that advised or not? Or is there like a place you could go to?
I wouldn't advise you to. It's all how you do it. Like, you know, I wouldn't advise somebody that never been there and don't know nobody to just pull up and, you know what I'm saying, like all type of jewelry on and
right, and
like being loud and obnoxious. Like, if you just want to see something, I would say just tap in with somebody that you know. Or that you know is like trustworthy. Pull up. I mean, you can come pull up on me, man.
What would be on
I'm
your
gonna start doing a Compton tour?
Yeah, that's what would be on your on Wallie The Sensai? What would be on his visitor's guide?
You gotta go to Tams, Louisiana.
What's Tams?
Tams Burgers.
Okay.
Rosecrans and Central.
All right.
You gotta pull up to Tams. Man.
Okay.
You gotta stop by shit. Stop by Enterprise Park. Stop by Gonzalez Park.
Okay.
What else? Tams, Louisiana, the parks. Shit, you might want to stop by a couple high schools because some of the greatest, you know, come from our schools. Stop by Centennial.
Who's the greatest Compton basketball players?
Basketball
or football or whoever athletes. Who's the top?
See, I'm not really hip as far as a lot of the football players. It is like 2 NFL players that came from Centennial. I know for sure, and I know Aaron Afalo, DeMar DeRozan. Like, they came out the city as well. But I look at the people in the music industry as, you know, we got Kendrick, we got Dre.
Who's your Compton list, man?
Kendrick at the top of my list.
Okay.
I ain't gonna cap. The game inspired me in a big way too.
Right.
Like as far as rap, man, he was hard as fuck.
Yeah, hell yeah.
When I was young.
And Dre, you told me that you got to sit in the studio with Dre recently.
Yeah, I pulled up on Dre, Snoop, and M.
What is Dre?
That was like one of the best days of my life, like musically.
Tell me about it, man. What kind of conversation do you have with Dre? Or do you even say anything at all? Because, like, if I was in that room, I'd probably be quiet as hell just watching, you know?
I ain't gonna lie. They was working for like 10 hours straight. But just watching how they get to, like, they call him Dr. Dre for a reason. Wow. I can say that. The way that he cooked everything up is just, you can tell that it's just years and years of experience involved. So, shit, it was a learning experience for me.
And then, like, you had a chance to talk to him. How's that feel, like the Compton connection or whatever? You said that y'all
dope.
From the same neighborhood?
It's dope, yeah. Like, it don't feel like I was meeting somebody that I didn't know, for sure.
Right.
He got this vibe to him that's like, you know, like just a older dude that you might know. He don't seem super old though.
Right.
You can tell he still got his youth.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But shit, they crack jokes all day just like we do.
That's sick. Yeah, I heard that Snoop and Dre are coming out with an album soon, and it's supposed to be like kind of that sound, the early 90s.
Man, you gotta expect something dope from them too.
I love that. Let's talk about weed real quick. Is that cool? What you just checked out Jardín? What'd you think about it, man?
Oh man, I ain't never been this educated on weed in my life. So once again, get your terpenes up. You don't know what that is? Get on Google right now.
I didn't know anything about that before, and I had been traveling with Wiz and smoking weed forever. But when I first worked here, I was like, terpenes, what's that? But it makes sense. You know what I mean? Being able to use weed as different tools, and get us off these white pills, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, coming here, I really got hip to like the medicinal side. I never knew as much as my guy Kirk just put me on.
Shout out to Captain Kirk.
Yeah.
How old were you when you first started smoking weed?
I was about 8 years old.
What was that? Can you tell me about that?
I was sneaking and geeking, man.
And you were like, I want to smoke weed. Like, you knew it? Because, sometimes you might end up in a place and your friends are smoking weed. You're like, fuck it, I'm going to smoke. But, like, this was, like, intentful. You're like, I'm 8 years old, and I see everyone getting high. I want to smoke weed. Or how did that all pan out?
Yeah, like, my older relatives, like, they all smoke weed. So just, like, I wanted to do everything that they did. Like, you know, so just watching all my older family members, like my bro Terrell, my big bro Maggio, my cousin Gigi, I used to watch them, how they roll it. I used to actually roll my weed in writing paper.
Oh, shit.
Like, I didn't even know that it was a difference. I'd go downstairs.
Just like regular paper?
Yeah, hide behind a trash can. Sick. And, I was sneaking and geeking, but when I turned about 10 or 11, I finally got caught. And they're like,
shit.
Man, you can't be doing this. When you turn about 16, then maybe, you know what I'm saying, you can make a decision. But I was still smoking. Even
so you remember getting high at like 8 and 9? Like, and you were just high?
Yeah.
What were you doing? Playing video games? Walking on the block?
I was outside.
You were outside?
Hell yeah.
I love that.
I was outside.
So, and then you actually told me recently that you haven't been hitting it as hard. You've been smoking. You were like smoking a zip a day, right? Like, tell me about that pothead era.
Like 2022, 2021, shit. Both of them years, maybe even 2022, I was smoking a zip a day.
Sheesh.
And I didn't realize like how much it was affecting me. Like, damn, I can't eat without smoking.
Right.
Gotta go to the store. Gotta smoke first.
Right.
Gotta go to the bathroom. Gotta smoke first. I'm like, man,
right.
It's just throwing me off. And in the studio, that's where it was like really killing me because I just felt like I needed. It was like the more you smoke, the more you need to smoke.
You might be, yeah.
And I took a few months off of it. And it just made me realize, like, damn, now I hit a blunt one time, I'm high all day.
Right.
Like, that was just a waste. It was a big waste.
Right. That's cool, man, because I think it's cool to hear people go through those different seasons because I don't think people realize how, dependent they are. I mean, I love weed. I've probably smoked weed every day for a long time. And sometimes I'm afraid to admit, like, you know what, maybe I could use a couple of days off of that. But, when you're around Cap, it's hard to not be around the weed, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Sometimes, like with me, I just like to check myself. Like it don't matter what it is, whether it's like sex,
right,
weed, or just any habits that I got,
right,
good or bad. Like annually, I just like to take a look at myself. Like, damn, what am I doing? Like, what can I try to see if it can put me in a better position, like mentally or physically, whatever. So that's just something that I do.
So Wallie the Sensai, you about to back in the day, you about to roll up. You smoking some weed? Like, what are your quintessential weed songs, man? What are the quintessential weed songs to smoke
weed
to?
Songs?
Yeah.
I was listening to a lot of Wayne.
Okay.
When I was coming up, a whole lot of Wayne. I probably played through a lot of 50 Cent hits. And that was up until till we got graced with like K-Dot and. Like a lot of other people, shit, Wiz.
Right.
My bro right here, he really put me up on Wiz.
I see you got the Pittsburgh hat on, man.
Yeah, he put me up on Wiz, him and Kid. But yeah, them a few. What's the Flatbush Zombies? We used to listen to them too.
Dope.
Yeah.
I love that. I appreciate you stopping by, Jardín. You can come here anytime. Our home is your home, and make sure you send the fam through, man, anytime. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I got you for sure. This is where you need to be. You gotta come here. If you're a weed connoisseur, you gotta stop by, man. If you're in Vegas, pull up, come holler at my boy. He gonna get you right.
Nah, I appreciate that, man. Wallie the Sensai, ladies and gentlemen. Jardín Podcast. We appreciate it. We gonna see you when you come back.
Yeah.
Is that cool?
Hell yeah.
Perfect.
Jardín, Las Vegas.